The State Department is making it more difficult for last-minute travelers to renew their passports. The department is temporarily not accepting last-minute bookings for passport renewals online. The decision comes as pandemic restrictions ease nationwide and more Americans look to resume travel. CBS News correspondent Christina Ruffini joins us now with more on this. Hi there, Christina. I know you have been following this story for days now. What led to the State Department taking down online booking for passport renewals?
Well, this situation was already, I'm going to use a technical Washington term here, a mess. Basically what happened is during COVID, these passport centers had to shut down because people couldn't be in the office. So they were already behind and they weren't processing passports during the apex of the pandemic. Then Americans started getting vaccinated. All of a sudden, there was this big rush of people who wanted to travel. They wanted to travel overseas. They went to apply for their passports, and it just added to this backlog. So there's 1.5 to about 2 million passports backlogged. These passport offices are not fully up and running yet. Some of them are still on COVID protocols. Some of them are still minimal staffing in the front office so that they can be in the back processing that backlog and trying to get through. You know, they want to do face-to-face appointments. They want to try to tear through these applications as quickly as they can. Then the only way they were able to process a last-minute passport, because if you sent in your passport by the mail right now, it could take up to 18 weeks to get that passport back. If you need an emergency passport, you could go online and book an appointment 72 hours before you had to fly. It was kind of like an emergency appointment only. Essentially, scalpers went online, grabbed up all those appointments, and then tried to monetize that and charge people these exorbitant amounts of money, desperate people who need to leave the country, who need a passport, and charge them like you would scalp a ticket, right? They amped up the prices and they were trying to get money for it. So the State Department said, okay, well, we can't allow this. But what happened is they shut that system down. So now the only way to get one of those emergency 72-hour appointments is to call a phone line that's also all overburdened and has long wait times, and try to wait on hold and do your nails and file papers and clean your kitchen while you wait and see and hope that you can get through to a person to get one of these appointments before you have to leave the country.
So, Christina, how long is this shutdown, this temporary change, expected to last?
We've asked that many times. The State Department says they're ramping up staffing as quickly as they can, but they're not back up even to pre-pandemic levels. So we've asked if they're going to hire more, if they're going to bring on more staff, and they've said yes, but they're not even to the threshold where they were before the pandemic. So it seems like that's a ways off. And if you think about how many passports they have to process, plus the burden of getting staff up to date, and it's a secure process, right? So people have to have training. Even if they were to open up a bunch of new slots, it would be months and months before they got more people hired. So they're still behind. They're probably going to remain behind on staffing levels for at least a couple more months.
So the department says there is still some extremely limited availability for last-minute appointments. You said people have to do what now in order to try to get one?
So if you go on state.travel.gov, there's a phone number that you can call, and there's a line. The State Department has told us they are increasing staffing on that phone line. You call and you wait for an appointment and you talk to somebody. And the reason they're doing that is so that they can verify your identity over the phone, right? Because what they were saying, when these third-party people were booking and essentially scalping these online appointments, they were not the person who was showing up to get their passport. So the State Department would then cancel the appointment. The State Department has said over and over again, they do not work with any third-party vendors. They don't have relationships with these people. So if someone is telling you they can get an appointment if you give them $500, keep your money in your pocket because it's not official. And when you get there and they have someone else's name on the appointment, they're going to cancel it and you're going to be in trouble. So you have to call, you have to wait in line, you have to wait on hold until you can get a human being who can verify your identity, and then they can try to set up an appointment to get you that passport within 72 hours of emergency departure. But it has to be an emergency and you have to explain to them why you really need to go.
All right. And Christina, you mentioned this off the top that the coronavirus pandemic has forced the State Department to dramatically reduce its staff. So let's say you are in need of a passport for non-essential travel. What options do you have?
Well, the State Department kind of shockingly last week in a briefing told us if you're an American and you don't already have a passport in hand and you're planning to travel overseas this summer, you should reschedule your travel plans. Basically, they're admitting that you are not going to be able to get a passport in time to make that vacation. So push that vacation back to the fall or maybe December or maybe January, February. If your passport is expiring in the next 6 months or so, you're going to want to send it in as soon as possible. If you've got a year left, this is my advice, not anybody else's advice, I would say wait a little bit, wait it out, see if they can clear some of this backlog and get that return time less than 18 weeks, and then maybe send it in then. But if you're planning to travel and you don't have a valid passport, it's probably not going to happen until fall at the earliest. And I know that's not good news, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, a huge backlog it sounds like they're trying to clear here. Christina Ruffini for us. Christina, thank you very much.
Thank you, Elaine.